Hey, it's Randy from UC Status. Welcome to another episode of Ditch the Box. Today I'm reviewing another headset from our friends at Yealink. It's the UH38 series. The UH38 series is a premium USB headset, and you'll be asking yourselves what makes these premium. And if you compare these to the UH36, their first foray into the USB headset market, these are definitely a step up. Now, the UH38 series was launched last week alongside their BH7 series. And if you watch the last video, I'll put a link in the actual contents, you'll know exactly what I mean. The BH7 series and the UH38 share a fairly similar look and feel. This brushed kind of aluminium design language, the same overhead thing, the same ear cushions in that protein leather, although these are slightly bigger than the BH7 series. You can see they're still handed left and right, as you can see. A couple of obvious differences. One, this one actually has a cord, as you can see. The other is the microphone boom arm. The BH7 series, the microphone boom arm actually hides inside the ear cup. This one is up on the side, just like other headphones, and it actually just swings down when you're going to use it. Now, I said these are actually handed, as I said, left and right. The microphone boom arm actually locks at the top, so you can't actually swivel it round and change that left and right handing. You actually still have to swing it down this way, which means that if you do follow the left and right and you put it on your head, the boom arm is, of course, on the right-hand side, same as the BH72. Now, that might be a problem for some people. Some people might like the boom arm on the other side. It really depends on your wearing preference. But I think the boom arm is actually sufficiently out of the way. It's actually a good, kind of 2 fingers away from my cheek, which means it's not obtrusive. It's not coming around the front and getting in the way of stuff. I could probably just about eat a sandwich while wearing them, and I can definitely drink some coffee without getting the microphone wet. So I think the boom arm itself is actually a pretty good length, fairly similar to the BH72. The microphone holes are at the end itself to make sure that you're actually heard. Now, they're quite adjustable, just like the BH72. These actually, the brushed aluminium things go and slide in and out of the actual upper headband to conform with any shaped head. You can kind of put them on, adjust them to where you need them to be. They're quite steady. You can shake your head. The fact that they've got that protein leather on top and the ear cups itself, it means they're pretty steady. Even if you fell down, I don't think these would fall off. Just like the BH72, the ear cups themselves, the cushions themselves are actually made of some sort of protein leather. I'm not exactly sure what that is. It's not vinyl, it's not leather. I don't think it's suitable for vegans, but you shouldn't be eating your headphones anyway. The foamy pad inside is quite soft. It means you don't feel any other mechanisms and speakers and things inside. And the ventilation holes mean they're quite cool if you have to wear them for a long period of time on a warm day. So as I said, these are wired, quite a nice long wire. I've actually got it tied into a rubber band, so it's not particularly messy on the video itself. And it goes down to this little control box. The control box, as you can see, has the Teams button. It's got the mute button in the middle. It's got volume up and down, and then a left and right, which I'll tell you about in a second. But I wanted to call out the mute button itself. Quite a big button in the middle of this D-pad, and that is one way of muting a call. The other way is by actually just flipping the microphone up, which probably explains why it stops in the middle. So you can be sure that you're definitely muted while you talk about the person that you're on a phone with a colleague or something like that. And when you're ready to talk again, you flip it back down again to unmute the call. So the control box, as you can see, is much the same as other control boxes. As I said, Teams button, multifunction, just like any other Teams button on any other device. Depending on what you're doing, press the Teams button and something magic will happen. Mute button, volume up and down, and this left and right. And if you flip it around, it's got a little clip for actually clipping the headset onto your shirt, your tie, or something like that. It's also, don't know if you can see that, but it's actually got a QR code. That QR code will actually take the user to the quick start guide and the downloads to actually download the USB Connect application. So some people like to wear these even when they're not on a call, or if they're going to go and get a coffee or something. What you can do is, while this is clipped to your clothing, you've got a little quick disconnect here. It's just a USB-C cable Again, there's just a 1 meter USB-C to A that connects the headset to your laptop. I'm just going to keep that disconnected for now. Right, so while I've got it disconnected, I'm just going to describe what else I would say makes these premium. So this left and right button, you might not be able to see that, but the left-hand side looks like a mobile phone, the right-hand side looks like a PC. Last time I checked, you couldn't plug USB-A into a mobile phone, so that should give you a clue into how it connects. Obviously, the USB will connect to the PC, the mobile phone connection will connect via Bluetooth. Yes, these also have built-in Bluetooth for connecting to maybe your desk phone or your mobile phone, for instance. Using the left-hand and right-hand button means you can switch between connections. If you need to take a call on your mobile phone while you're connected to the desktop, you press the mobile phone button and it switches the connection from the wired to the Bluetooth. You go ahead and take that call, and then when you're ready to switch back, you just press the PC button and it switches back to the wired connection that's connected to the laptop or PC. Also, if you do roam around the office and you like to listen to music connected to your mobile phone, for instance, connecting to the mobile phone button means that they're Bluetooth connected to the mobile, and it means you can listen to music while on the go as well. Now, to pair with your mobile phone, all you do is press the mobile button for a few seconds to initiate pairing mode, go into the pairing settings on your phone to find the UH38 to pair with the headset itself. Right, so what else makes these premium? So if I just pick these up again, the microphone itself, as I said, the listening holes are down the end, but you can also see a little hole here. And what that is a noise-canceling microphone. So the noise-canceling microphones actually listen to the ambient noise around you and block out that sound so that it doesn't ruin the call for the person you're on with. It doesn't have active noise canceling like other headphones to block out that noise yourself, but it does a good job for passive noise cancelling to block it out by just having them on your ear anyway. So it does mean you'll hear your surroundings, but they should be muted sufficiently so you can concentrate on the person you're talking to. Also, just like the BH72, these have built-in busy lights. You can't really see, but around this kind of ear cup, there's a bit there that's a little bit lighter than the surrounding plastic. Basically, that section glows on both ear cups to indicate that you're on a call. Again, quite good to have that built-in indication, busy light type of thing to signify to your colleagues that are passing by that you're on a call. So I'm just going to pop these back up on here. And while I do that, I will say that this isn't a stand that's included with the headset. You don't actually get a stand with these headphones. You actually just have to keep them on your desk like that. This is just a tripod I've put together just to give the headset somewhere to go for filming. But you do actually get this little travel bag. I'm not exactly sure why. You wouldn't necessarily travel with these and use them on the train or anything like that, however you could. I'm not exactly sure what the battery life is on the Bluetooth itself. It's not published right now. I'll go ahead and ask Yealink and see if they can give me that statistic. But you do get the same travel pouch you do with the BH7 series, the same Bluetooth dongle holder, the same USB cable in the pouch and everything else. So if you did want to travel with these and work from a different office or something by using wired headphones instead of wireless, you can absolutely go and do that. Again, just like the BH7 series, same sort of materials, the same robustness if I twist these around and do that kind of demonstration to show their good quality and all that kind of stuff. It's the same sort of thing, the same sort of setup. But forgetting all the features, I think the thing that makes these a premium USB headset is the design aesthetic. I think they actually look quite stylish. I do like the brushed aluminium and the kind of discreet ear cup. The fact they're comfortable and everything. They do feel more premium than that sort of simple wire you get on really cheap kind of call center headphones and things. So yeah, that to me, the design aesthetic and the look and feel, the build quality and everything definitely make them feel more premium than other headphones of the same range. I've only had these for a couple of weeks now, but I have used them for a few days here and there on webinars and on calls, and the sound quality I think is definitely very good, both for me as the listener, but also for the far end. Nobody's had any complaints or anything like that. Of course, you're always going to get that good sound on a wired headset versus wireless anyway. You don't get that kind of Bluetooth noise or anything, which is really good. So I think Yealink's done a really good job actually on the acoustics and everything else. Noise cancelling seems to be very good. I've actually done a little test with having some background music, and the person on the other end couldn't hear it. So the noise cancelling microphones and things seem to be doing their job. I could, of course, hear the music there ambiently, but it was muted. the fact that these were on my ears and that sort of thing kind of muted that sound anyway. So I think Yealink is definitely going in the right direction in terms of design aesthetic, acoustics, and kind of microphones, speakers, that sort of thing, and of course usability. The fact they've got this simple control arm that actually looks quite stylish, and the fact that it's got that clip there for clipping it onto your clothing to keep the controls at easy reach. The Teams button, of course, is a welcome feature. When you get a call, press the Teams button and it answers it. Press the Teams button again to launch the client, for instance, to join a meeting, etc. Mute button and volume up and down, of course, nice and easy reach. And the fact that these also connect to your mobile phone or other device via Bluetooth, and you can easily switch between the two, I think that's quite good as well. I haven't seen many headphones that have that wired and wireless thing. There were some Blackwire headphones from Plantronics back in the day that had that dual connection, but I haven't seen very many of them since. So this is definitely a good welcome addition for people that have that requirement of wired and wireless and work in two different ways. Right, so there's not a lot more I can say about them. Again, they're very stylish, they're very comfortable, they're very usable. And Yealink is definitely going in the right direction in terms of all those things. The style, the usability, the comfort, the sound quality and everything is definitely in the right direction. For a company that only started making headsets a year or so ago, they definitely